Hi everyone, it's Vicky here. I'm designing today with the Hip Kit Club, mostly the November kit, but also a bit of the um, October kit. I'm following a sketch today because it's Sketch Friday, and this one, it was a nice simple sketch with 3 photos across the page, which you saw at the beginning with a wreath at the bottom. Um, and some stars around it. So my idea originally was to use this snowflake cut file, which was part of the 12 Days of Giving, as a stencil. However, I cut it on some scrap paper, and when I went to take it off the mat, I realised that actually it's not going to work at all as a stencil. So I obviously wasn't thinking. So I decided, okay, I have to paint it white now. So I should have done it on white cardstock, but I painted it white instead. So I used just plain white acrylic paint, which actually is really good because it means I don't have to gesso it afterwards. But it was a bit of a faff to paint it, but not too bad. And it leaves it ready for the inks that I wanted to put on afterwards. So I'm just painting that up here, and this is the second coat. You saw me do the first, I cut out while it dried, and this is the second coat, and it will cut again in a minute while it dries. So this is just an old piece of cardstock that I have on the base, but actually what happens after I've done all this inking is I really like it, so I'm going to be using it in future. So I used the Deep Blue Sea spray from Shimmers that came in the November kit, and just sprayed it around and all over the snowflakes, and used my brush to spread it around a bit more. So I want them to basically be blue, but I'm also going to get out the Shimmers It's Mint to Be, and which is an original Shimmers paint, and a good old Summertime Creamies, both also in the November kit. So I'm just doing splatters with both of those on these snowflakes just to add a bit of dimension to them. So you'll see then in a second when I take them off how cute that paper looked, briefly. So now I want to cut all these stars out separately. These are representing the stars from the sketch, so I just wanted them to be separate, and you don't need to watch me cut those. Okay, so we start off with a base of white cardstock, and I'm just going to scatter those snowflakes around where the picture's going to go. And I took out this wreath stamp from the October kit and punched out some leaves there with that. So my idea was to put this below the photo. What I wasn't realising actually was that they all go the same way, and I really wanted them to go different ways, so there was no way to do that, which is a shame really. So I had to improvise a little bit. So you'll see what I do. I just cut out 6 of these. I stamped them with white permanent ink, stays on ink, so that it would stay on there, and onto the teal cardstock, which came in the cardstock kit, with the November cardstock kit. So here I am sticking down the stars now. I'm happy with where they go, so they all just get stuck down. There we go. Okay, and I do some splatters with the Deep Blue Sea just to add a bit of extra colour on there. And just roll that off with my paper towel. So now I'm just going to arrange them out of the side, like that, out of the side of the photo, just because they didn't work below. So I'm layering up the photo with some of the Project Life cards there, and some of the papers from the kit, and a little bit of vellum as well, just to give the photo a bit of dimension and popping off the page, just some interest around it. So there's some of the type paper, which I really like from the kit, and a little bit of the leaf paper there. So I'm sort of sticking to the blue tones. The photo is actually of us in the snow, me and my husband in the snow, and my hat is purple. So a bit of artistic license there. I changed the colour of my hat on Photoshop so that it would match my page. We're all a slave to the art, aren't we? And I'm no different. So just some foam on the back to pop the photo up there. So now I'm just arranging it. It's quite a simple layout, so there's not much more to go. I put some of these gold thicker leaves on there, the matte gold. Just wanted to add a bit of gold into the layout. There's no silver in the kit, so I couldn't do silver. There we go. So I'm just sticking everything down, arranging it, sticking it, putting the photo down as well, putting in those leaves. I added some glue to them because when they're on mixed media, they tend not to stick brilliantly. That's a HipKit exclusive tab there that says "So Good." We all love snow in my house, except maybe my oldest dog who gets too cold, but snow's good fun. And I can't resist taking photos when it snows. There's just a little blue vellum heart there, just arranging the leaves a bit more neatly. Okay, so then some more splatters. So I put down some deep blue sea splatters, and then also some of the minor 49er, which is an Inklings. And I love that because it's nice and gold and it matches in with the leaves that I put on before. And then finally I have my title, so I get my ruler out to make sure that it's straight, and I'm just going to call this Snow Day. My husband is self-employed. He took the day off because he couldn't get his van out of our village because it's uphill. So we had a day off and we just went walking in the snow, and it was good fun. So pretty simple, and that's the final layout. There you go. I hope you like it. There's some close-ups here as well to have a look at. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments and I'll happily get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.